How's it going, everyone? My name is Maximilian, and... What is it, Nemesis? What's the matter, boy? There's a new trailer? Characters have been revealed?
Hey, you guys!
And brand new modes? Oh, you know what time it is. It's the final episode of the ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 character breakdown. Now get back to your cage, Nemesis. So I'm sure by now, everyone's seen the brand new characters and gameplay episodes previewing what they can do in a match. But before we get to those characters, I wanted to highlight something that has me very interested for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. A couple of weeks ago, a new mode and DLC for the game was announced called Heroes and Heralds. This mode won't be available on the disc, but will be released as DLC somewhere down the line. But Heroes and Heralds is a trading card, system-changing variant of the original Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 system. While some of you might be asking what the hell does that mean, well, it's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but f***ing bonkers. You collect trading cards that have unique attributes and abilities that change the way your team and characters perform. Some of these abilities get absolutely crazy. As you can see from the video, they include such crazy attributes as X-Factor Bursting, Invisibility, Super Armor, Projectile Invincibility, brand new combo chains, Speed Boosts, Assist Attack Stun, and one of the most awesome ones of them all, Parrying. During Heroes and Heralds mode, the Heralds team actually looks like a variant of the T-1000, but is supposed to appear like the final villains the Galactus releases at the end of the game. From the trailer, it appears you can play with your friends and take the experience online. Heroes and Heralds isn't meant for balance, it's meant for fun. It's specifically designed for non-competitive players or competitive players alike that are just looking to have a good time with friends. I'm personally extremely excited about Heroes and Heralds, and hopefully getting some bigger names in the community to come to my place and hopefully enjoy a few matches of Heroes and Heralds and having a good time. And have you seen all the unique card artwork? It's friggin' awesome! Mega Man X says hi. So let's move on to the final two revealed characters for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. First up, Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon is the smallest character in the entire cast of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but easily the cutest.
I'll make a fur coat out of you!
Or maybe not. This little dude might be small, but he's quick and vicious. It appears he has a ton of air mobility and air projectiles, can combo off of his air throw and hit enemies off the ground, can drop a grenade right in front of his face, which kinda reminds me of BB Hood, and pulls out a gigantic machine gun as one of his hypers. If you notice here, one of Rocket Raccoon's most interesting traits is that he can burrow under the ground. He can stay under there for quite some time, and I think Rocket Raccoon is the only character in the cast that can actually be off-screen for a few seconds. Depending on how safe it is when he gets out of it, that can be a really good move. Rocket Raccoon also has what appears to be several trap specials that lock the opponent in position. And look at this gigantic trap special. It doesn't do too much damage, but covers a huge part of the screen. It's looking like it's going to be very hard to get in on Rocket Raccoon. And whoa, was that a bear trap and a gigantic wooden pendulum? I think I'm officially renaming this little guy Goonies. And if you haven't yet been convinced about Rocket Raccoon's war-hungry disposition, his level 3 will definitely change your mind.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning!
Man, I really feel bad for the cameraman in this game.
Guardians of the Galaxy are nothing without me.
So combining Rocket Raccoon's useful burrowing teleports, extremely quick aerial mobility and projectiles, and multiple effective traps have me really excited. His health looks to be one of the lowest of the entire cast in the game, but that has to mean it's well deserved. Rocket Raccoon gets a 9 out of 10 on my personal hype meter. Up next is everyone's favorite brain-splattering, zombie-hunting, undead-killing photographer, Frank West. If you thought Chris Redfield was out of place amongst gods, fighters, mutants, and monsters, then you won't even believe Frank West.
Last one, smile!
Chris might have a bunch of assorted weapons from Resident Evil lore, but Frank literally has the stuff he picks up off the ground. So Frank seems like a fairly traditional fighter, but has some special moves that are eerily similar to those from Jill in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Summoning zombies that run across the screen and grab the opponent? Yeah, I've seen this before. But I don't remember Jill hurling a zombie across the entire screen. But one of the most interesting aspects about Frank is that he's a multi-level, multi-tiered character. He levels up with this camera, which acts as a physical hit, and the higher the level he goes, the more effective he becomes. This kind of makes him like Phoenix Wright, you could say. Phoenix Wright would collect evidence, prosecute the opposition, and if successful, would find them guilty. Phoenix's playstyle is very similar to the games of which he comes from, and Frank is as well. He uses multiple tools of survival that can increase in level and make them more effective. And he's also got several moves that hit off the ground that could be great for relaunch combos. But it really looks like Frank is going to be the most effective when he's in later levels. The weapons he's carrying drastically change throughout the trailer, and is that a roll from Capcom vs SNK 2? I think I'm liking Frank. And he's even got an anti-air grab hyper that'll remind everyone of their nostalgic memories from playing Dead Rising. Frank's multi-leveling status gets an 8 out of 10 on my personal hype meter. If you'd wish to learn more about these characters and how to be effective with them in a match, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, as the final episode of Ultimate Assist Me will debut in 1 week, and there are some very tricky strategies to both these characters that you'll need to know. Thank you very much for watching the last Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 character breakdown. I truly appreciate all the support you guys have given while we've covered all these characters in the past few months. But don't worry, further character breakdown, information, and tutorials will be readily available when Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 The Online Warrior debuts in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.